Safehouse. Hello, Internet. The song's called Crutch. Welcome to the only live stream that doesn't degrade women. Thank you. This song's called Dig the Person Out. This song's called Tommy.
What are they like? I ate too much and I gotta come here. I ate too much and I gotta come here. Come here. Come here. Ah.
A crew of wise guys. Welcome back, friends. Hot Mom ripping it up. The return of Hot Mom. Hello.
Hello.
How we doing?
Going good. Thanks for having us back.
Of course. Yeah, it's great seeing you. It's I was just telling you, like, I don't know. It's been maybe a year-ish.
Yeah. About 1 year time.
Yeah. And it's as I was also kind of mentioning, it's like we see a lot of bands to come through here, and thank you RVG Pro. I really enjoyed that Hot Mom.
Oh, thank you.
And it's again, I'm sure see a lot of bands like, man, I wish that this band would stick with it because they fucking rule.
For sure.
And it was cool seeing you guys like seeing you sort of come into your identity and seeing you playing better and like not that you guys didn't sound.
No, the
Check
first
this
time
out, yeah.
was interesting. Like, I mean, we still don't really know what we're doing, but especially then we didn't know how to really do anything.
No, I mean it's natural. I mean every show or recording or whatever it is that you do, naturally you would want to think that it's better than the last thing.
Hopefully, yeah.
But no, it's cool. It's cool that you're all the same band members and stuff like that. It's another thing that I think bands sort of struggle with when they're. You guys are younger than me, obviously, but like, Nutted on Biscuit confirmed. Thank you, Colonel Sanders, for creeping everybody out in the.
Perfect.
I think that this person knows you. Identify yourself, Colonel Sanders.
Maybe
So-
from Rats.
Yeah,
Rats troller.
Right. But I was wondering, do you take the props to every? Is this something that you?
No, we just wanted to, I don't know, build something new, like kind of make like, we were thinking like a little bedroom setup, but
Romantic.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, there's a video component to this, so I think why not make the most of it? So.
Yeah, I mean, like we've done this once before, so we had to bring something new, and like, yeah.
I like my commentary on your the door was like it felt like a wrestling match, like a casket match or
Oh
something.
my God, yeah.
The Undertaker coming out.
We couldn't come out of it because that would be stealing Zorn's thing. You ever heard of Zorn?
John Zorn.
Zorn, it's a band from Philly. They just roll through town, but that singer comes out of a coffin out of a coffin at every show. It's badass, yeah.
Are they a heavy metal band?
Yeah, they're fucking like death metal, very cool stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And y'all played with them?
No, we went and saw them at a Yellow Jacket. Or,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. No, I missed that. I'm making it my goal this next year to like get out to more shows because we're doing this every Wednesday night has been pretty exhausting. Like, and I don't get to enjoy music in ways that I have in the past because I'm always like, hey, I need you over here. And it's like I just want to like watch the show, but we've got a show to put together, and like, to a certain extent, it's like if we're not paying attention, the show's going to suffer. So
Yeah, for sure.
Sure, it's like being in a band too.
Yeah, like once you do it so much, like you forget how innocent and fun it was at the beginning and stuff. And like, I mean, I'm sure you see plenty of bands roll through here, but I'm sure you're also really exhausted on the weekend to go to another show.
Right. And I don't think that I would. I mean, we wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't fun. Is this your fifth member? They're claiming to be your fifth member of your band.
Oh yeah, we've got a couple fifth members, so
Cool.
very possible.
So, and then I noticed that you're releasing music through Digital Hot Dog.
Yeah, those are buds. They do a really great job. Yeah, like would love to work with them again. We're gonna put out another thing. I don't really know where yet, but we played a couple songs from it tonight. It's gonna be called "Stupid Vegan Band," and that's
I like it.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that. I mean, this is a pretty like political band. I mean, as far as y'all. I mean, I don't mean political and like. I don't think that people. politics can mean something other than like Donald Trump. I mean, there's politics on the level that even we're operating here tonight. You know.
For sure.
So.
I mean, I appreciate you saying that. Yeah, we definitely try to not just. We definitely try to use the platform for something, like even if it's small, like even if it's just creating like a cool hangout where everyone can feel safe and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, and we're not like a typical hardcore band, but even within like the heavier punk scene, there's a lot of rebel girl and like queer stuff happening, but still a lot of opposite end of the spectrum happening too.
Yeah. I mean, do you identify with that in some way? Because it's a very, it's a hot topic right now. You know. So.
Yeah, I mean, Kathleen Hanna and all them, like, we're directly inspired from the Rebel Girl movement. You know, we like to play with bands like Rats and stuff because it's not four guys. Yeah, like, you know, that brings a very different energy. Like, you can still be a great musician in a great band and still just put off such a dominating masculine energy that it's very...
Yeah. No, I think that, you know, it's like, I kind of struggle with this a little bit because I'm in a band with two other dudes, and it's like, does the world really need this? Like, does it need another like hardcore like heavy band? You know what I mean? Like,
we need you, yes, and you're enjoying it. We need you.
Sure. So the other thing is like, you know, I was actually talking to somebody about this yesterday, and it was like I don't consider myself like super privileged or anything, but my life is fine. You know what I mean? But I like aggressive music and I like angry music. You know, so at a certain point it's like it's hard to sort of relate something or like express some anger when I feel like I have it so easy.
You're right.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. So everyone is operating under like systems of power to some degree, but we definitely have it a lot easier than everyone, obviously, like literally most of the world for sure. But it still, you know, like provides that kind of comfort that you already know.
I mean, I'm good at the whole like write what you know. That's what I feel like I'm good at. I mean, if you're not pissed off about something, you're not paying attention, really. You know?
Yeah, they don't say that for no reason.
So So I don't know. I struggle with it sometimes, and then you know I think that I probably don't allow myself enough time to like sit down and actually write. Do you? Is this a collaborative thing, or do you all like have each of your own individual songs?
Yeah, Natalie and I will come up with the ideas for the songs and usually bring them to the table. But it always like happens like, oh, Natalie wrote this riff. Oh, well, I like made a weird voice memo of some lyrics I was thinking in the car, and they kind of fit to that riff you wrote. So it just happens like that.
Okay. So it's a casual thing. It's just like y'all seem like you have a great dynamic with the band.
Yeah, we really love each other. Like
It makes for a good. That makes for like a good. Sort of. Yeah. When it makes for a good like kind of like freak kind of like punk pack of strays kind of thing. Like
thanks.
it's cool. You all bring something totally different to the table, and you're like it's you know you seem like you have a little bit of different personalities, but watching it work together is cool. So I don't know you all that well, but you know. So. Well, cool. This is I don't know if you know this, but this is we have our hip hop show. Human Lamp in the background was underrated. I'm with you there. I thought that's the fifth member of the band, right?
Oh my God, yeah, right. No, Graham is in a way a fifth member of the band. I don't know if you remember the last time we were here. He was just holding a drum that was falling apart. He was just happened to be here.
I'm curious about this too. Actually, thank you for the questions and for the comments, everybody out there in the Twitch land. I'm curious how you decide on how you're switching roles when you switch instruments.
Just on how we think it's gonna sound best. Like, you know, not all the songs that I sing I wrote, and not all the songs that the other people sing they wrote. Like, I don't know.
Okay.
And also just ability plays in. Like, we're all not that great, and so just whoever can play that guitar part, whoever can play that on bass.
So at some point you're like, Like, I'm really struggling with this bass part.
Yeah, like
I'll play it.
do it. Yeah. Yeah.
That's cool. That's a good compromise.
Yeah. So it wasn't supposed to be like something really intentional. It just happened.
Do you? I wonder if there are many. Are there many bands that like do that? Like established bands, you know?
Yeah. I don't know. You'd have to see them live to
Yeah.
know is the problem.
I mean, the bass player is usually the bass player, and then the you know.
Yeah. People usually love their equipment like too much to share.
Toto. I'm hearing Toto here in the chat. Toto does that? Okay, I didn't know that. I think Toto, I recently found out the coat hangers do that too.
That's what's up. Cool.
Really? I didn't know that. Okay. We're not all that great. Best.
Oh my god. Yeah. This is real. These are the real facts.
Well, yeah. So this is the last performance that I will have been hosting for and introducing for our tenure on Twitch. We're moving to YouTube next year. So.
Oh, cool. Cool.
Yeah, but thanks. It was great. It was good seeing y'all again. You got anything for me?
No, I mean we hope to see you around town still.
Yeah, I'm gonna try getting out a lot more than next year. It's like
You better.
I was actually talking with Danica.
Yeah, Jenica.
Yeah, I was talking with them earlier, and they mentioned it was like, you know, Beerland closing, and like I don't know what y'all being more established than you were and busier than you were last time I saw you. Are house parties starting to make like a comeback, and like what does that look like? And you know, versus the venues that are kind of drying out, at least the accessible ones for bands that are still newer bands that are still like operating at that sort of like DIY level, you know?
Yeah, you're totally right about house venues coming back. Like, you mean at the same time we're like losing some of them, like Patton House is taking a break. They might come back, but
So Thompson House had their last show this week too.
yeah, but
Thompson.
523 is gonna open up more in town though, so it's all for the better.
Oh, okay.
We're happy for that. But yeah, like Beerland was home. Like I worked there, and all of our friends helped us like get a platform there, and like really, there's quite a few less places now. Hotel Vegas is cool, but like, you know, we're trying to throw this tour kickoff, and we're like, well, we're about to like do this at a house, like, you know, that's gonna reach capacity and stuff, and like get shut down maybe. So we're going back to the Love Goat, hitting the Roots. That's like the
Okay,
first
cool.
place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like those alternatives. Like they sort of have a certain reputation, but the only way that you're going to get the reputation is if you kind of like start it, you know, because it's a lot of that with these venues. Is like, why does Hotel Vegas at some point had to have the booking that like Love Goat has, and then you we're part of making something like that happen, you know?
Yeah, that's what's up. Like, maybe people start going there again. I know some West Campus bands still do their thing there, so, you know, we'll see what happens. Maybe it'll be cool. Yeah.
Right on. Well, everybody, I'm signing off. Any last words? I'll be here a little bit next week. We're doing our hip-hop show. We have another host for our hip-hop show. Her name's Mama Duke, and I'm kind of like hands off of her deal. She's ATX Social Club next Wednesday night. Check it out. Mama Duke will be back hosting, bringing in Austin hip hop. So yeah, check that out. That'll be our final show for the year. I'm sure that I'm going to make some sort of appearance and talking Patreon, talking YouTube, talking Safehouse in 2020. Thank you all for everything. Great stuff. Keep playing live. HOTMOM, cool?
Thank you.
Okay, right on. Follow us, Safehouse ATX, on Instagram. Check us out, Safehouse ATX, on YouTube. SafehouseAustin@gmail.com. You can find us there. And we're launching a Patreon, so if you follow us on YouTube, you can support us there. I know people talk about like supporting us, and we've missed 2 shows this year, and like it's just it's a big ask because I think people don't know how they can help, and like getting band, it's like being in a band. It's like, hey, you said you were gonna be at my show. Where were you? It's like, yeah, no, you know. So it's hard to do what we're doing, what you're doing, and what we're doing. So
What y'all are doing is a lot more orchestration. Like, I don't know. I'm very like happy to have something like this in Austin. Like, no one else is doing it.
we're gonna do it as long as we can. So thank you for coming back, Thanks, Hot Mom. Thank you, Rats. Thank you, Kayf. I'm saying that right?
There you go.
Take it easy. Cool. Hotmom.mp3 on Instagram, yeah?
Yeah, on Instagram. And then
Does this bother you? I can't help myself.
what? The arm
Yeah,
gestures?
yeah.
No, I totally. When I get inspired, I do this for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Cool. So I should just be me then.
Just
Yeah.
do your thing, yeah.
Gonna need like a lot of room over here.
Yeah,
Okay.
you do your thing. I'll keep doing my awkward thing over here. Yeah, we got this.
Love you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you for checking out all the bands here tonight. I'll see y'all next week. But that is it for me. Signing off. See you on YouTube in 2020. That's it. Cool. Follow the channel. Subscribe to the channel. We're still going for that goal. I'm telling you, if we can raise $5,000 by the end of next year, we're going to stay on Twitch, right? And I will shave my beard for $10,000. We're just raising money.
Ooh.
Yeah, we're it's like you know, and I think it was $15,000. I will eat my beard. That's
I'll
not
eat
enough
your
money,
beard
is it?
I'll eat this section of your beard for $100 for Safehouse.
Oh my god! Don't say that. Well, then what? I gotta shave it though.
So it's 10,000.
Yeah, 10,100.
Okay.
Cool. Good night, everybody. Thanks, Hot Mom. Thanks, Rats. Thanks, Kayf. Check them all out. Bandcamp, Instagram. You know the deal. See ya next week with Mama Duke and ATX Social Club. Rock and roll.